Ready?
Ready.
Do it. This week on the Dirt Shed Show, we're going to be talking to that man there, Neil, about marathon cross-country riding.
It's very hard work, I'll tell you that for nothing. Also, we've got some tech tips from Doddy on how to ride with tools and where to put them.
And we've got all the usual fizzing shizzle. It's the Dirt Shed Show. I don't know what fizzing shizzle is. Okay, this week to start, we're going to be talking about the young riders, the new up-and-coming talent. And what sparked this off is this awesome video from David Williams, who's got his two sons riding down, you won't believe this, dude, Fort William World Cup track.
Wow.
Right.
That's the hardest World Cup track out there.
Yeah, now Dylan, who's, it's the only name of the sons I've got, so I'm not sure if it's both sons or just Dylan, he's 8 years old.
Nice.
And look at this. He's literally racing down Fort William World Cup and it looks crazy. Wow. That is amazing, isn't it?
It's such a rough and gnarly track. Fair play, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to ride that track on my adapted bike and it took a lot of us to get me down there. There were certain bits I couldn't do, but man, Dylan is making that look easy.
It's got me thinking, I started riding when I was 14, I think. I got racing quite soon on, probably 15 years old. What about yourself? Did you start out young?
Well, I started out on motorbikes when I was 10.
Young.
Yeah, and then moved over to mountain bikes when I was 19. But obviously my trials career had given me all the practice. So, I mean, I started really young. But, I mean, there must be guys out there now who's starting old. Does it make you feel young when you start old? Does it freshen you up? I don't know. I mean, what about, it's really interesting. Nikolai Rogatkin, who is now smashing it in the slopestyle world and dirt jump. He is the man to beat, I think, this year. Now, he famously started young, and his level at 13 was way beyond many of the top pros of the time. I mean, in BMX that was. He moved over to mountain biking. What about Ryan Sheckler in skateboarding?
Yeah, we've seen that, haven't we?
Yeah, he was one of the #1 riders when he was like 12, 13 years old. Are we going to see that in mountain biking? Dylan looks like he's going to be racing pretty soon.
Conversely, I've met guys in their 50s who I've got chatting to, and they've been really good dirt jumpers at Landegler. And they've, like that guy I'm specifically talking about, actually only started in his early 50s, and he was really good. So it's never too late.
It's never too late, and I'd love to know, does it make you feel young once you start riding? Yeah. I always feel pretty young and up for it when I'm on my bike.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so let's do a poll on it. I love a poll. First option is, above Neil's head there, I started young. The next one is, I'm old, I'm feeling young, and it's making me feel fresh, and I've just started. Next one is, I'm a veteran, and I kick all the kids' asses. That's Neil. And the last one is, I'm close to death.
Oh, maybe not.
That's your options this week. Let us know, and definitely tell us some of your stories down in the comment section below. Are you young and you're killing it? Are you old and feeling young? We want to know.
So the poll last week, I missed this one, but you were talking about racing. So are people racers?
Well, what's the result?
27% said yes, I'm a racer. That's higher than I would expect,
Yeah,
actually.
That's good. Quarter of you.
25% said I will race this year.
That is good. I like that, because that means the Dirt Shed Show is inspiring people to race, I like to think.
3% aren't bothered, never racing. 17% have never thought about it. Guess similar sort of thing.
Yeah.
25%, a quarter of all people surveyed, are having pizza for dinner tonight. Can you be a racer and have pizza? Because I like pizza, and I am a racer. So
I don't know what the results of that poll really mean, other than maybe it's Dirt Shed Show day, it's Friday, and a lot of people have pizzas. Wow. Yeah, it's a good option.
It's good news.
Okay, it's that time again. It's time for the Neil with News Donahue.
Is that right? Well, there's a couple of big videos this week. Brandon Semenek's Raw version 3.
Wow.
That is what you say
wow,
about it,
yeah. I mean, we don't want to spoil it for you. Just go and watch it. It is, next level. The guy's got a new thing going on. He is amazing.
Best rider in the world?
Oh, it gotta be right now, isn't it?
I think so.
Gotta be. Just for originality and just doing it his way, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, very nice.
And the Atherton's Diaries, their latest one. It's pretty cool seeing what they're getting up to. G back at the races, having fun. So good to see it.
And it's good to see them hanging out, actually, out away from the racing, because you get to see that sort of like more fun side. It's really serious at the racing. And
you got Cade Edwards, their young lad with the skills.
Yeah, he's
awesome
got some good riding. Yeah, really nice to see. Good videos this week. Right, into the news of what you guys have been saying this week. Now, on last week's Dirt Shed Show, TT is exactly 3 says if there's a UCI downhill race and an XC race going on at the same event, they should merge the 2 tracks.
Sort of like Scalextrics, where there's a chance it could crash into each other.
Yes, like Scalextrics. Yeah. That is a great idea. So you've got the cross country going on and downhill racers jumping over the top of them.
See it, I'd like to see that.
Love that idea. That's really cool. Jack Lewin says it's not GMBN, it's DMBN.
Oh.
It's Doddy, Martyn, Blake and Neil. Like
pretty close.
Probably can't change it. Probably
bit late.
It doesn't make much sense. Evan Ive says, you guys really need to bring back Pin the Trail.
The trail, the map's still here.
It's never gone away. So if you've got a Pin the Trail you want to send in, title email, Pin the Trail, send it to dirtshed@gmbn.com. We can still put a Pin the Trail in. Yeah. I'd love to see some Pin the Trails.
I could pin a few on there now. Actually, I've been away quite a lot recently.
We have got a lot of pins on there and we kind of filled up the map. That was the problem, but I think we could probably squeeze a few more on. Send them in. On our video, Can Roadies Ride Mountain Bikes? This was a great video. I really enjoyed that. A collaboration between GMBN and GCN, always a lot of fun. Neil, how was it?
Well, it's a bit misrepresentative of Si, because he obviously can.
Well,
see, the day before he beat me in a cross-country race.
Well, you beat me to the line there because Knight Laken said, wait, Neil's given advice, but didn't Si and you mountain bike marathon and he beat you on a gravel bike?
He did.
Yeah.
Si is a legit mountain bike. He was a pro cross-country racer, so I've never raced cross-country in my life. Si's an ex-pro and an ex-pro roadie, so obviously he's super fit. He would have beat me on a unicycle, never on a gravel bike.
He is mega strong, man. That guy is mega strong. Woo! It's a busy one today. We've been joined by Bing Bong.
Hello.
As it happens, how old were you when you started riding mountain biking?
I was 4 years old.
4?
Yeah, BMXing.
What?
Yes.
That's the youngest yet.
I did start young. Dad did push me onto a bike quickly. Right, moving on straight to progression session. This week we've got a guy called Mark and he's progressing his jumping skills. He does fail right at the beginning, but you know, it is progressing, so check this out. So that's really good. So he crashes into that little tree, doesn't
he hits that tree pretty hard. But I quite like that noise.
Oh! Yeah, that's good. How many times I've hit a tree in my life?
But then look, he clears it and goes around the corner.
Nice.
That's what he's supposed to do.
It's amazing when you've got to jump into a corner like that though. If you don't get the jump right, you're toast.
No, you're toast.
You've got no chance. So that's the kind of bit he was trying to master. Well done. He's put himself down there as a grumpy Scotsman. I think that's harsh.
Yeah, it's harsh.
Everyone moans when they hit trees.
Right.
Well, is there a First Try Friday?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
And we've got Frederico. He's from Portugal. And check out this First Try Friday. It's a bit of an intimidating one.
Sort of a gnarly, man-made rock garden.
Yeah, but rock gardens are gnarly, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it takes some going.
Well, if you don't get the line right, it's really difficult.
Sometimes speed helps, but not always.
Is that what you'd say?
That's not my first advice.
Well,
there you go.
He got it so well. There's only one thing left to do if he's got a First Try Friday. That's a horrible answer.
There you go.
It's time for Tech of the Week, and Andrew Dodd is upstairs. Doddy, that is, talking about bum bags and tools.
Cheers, Neil. Okay, guys, so what we're going to be talking about in Tech of the Week is the bare minimum stuff you should be taking when you're going riding and how to carry those things. So, of course, really you need a pump, you need a tube, and you need a multi-tool. Now, the multi-tool is your vital thing for repairing anything out on the trail, but what you really want to do is not be carrying this in your pocket as it is. You want it in a little neoprene sleeve or any kind of pouch that protects you. And the reason for that is we've seen this horrible picture on Facebook of a guy that crashed in Bristol and he has some keys in his pocket and it's pretty nasty. We're not going to show you the picture, but if you search on Facebook, mountain biker keys in pocket crash, you will find it. So with that in mind, what we actually want to show you is 3 decent ways of carrying that kit on your bike. So the first one of those is your obvious choice. Old Faithful, you know, decent camelback, fit all your kit in here for a long ride, but increasingly people don't want to be carrying a lot of kit. So the next option is looking at a fanny pack, bum bag, whatever you want to call it, hip pack. Now these things are great and you can cram them full of stuff, but you don't always want to be carrying that much kit. So I'll bring you to the next option, and that is carrying stuff on your bike. So if we look at my bike here, look at the end of the handlebars here, I've got these cool little end plugs, you pull these out, and I've got a chain tool in the end of there. So that can stay on the bike, I can forget about it. It doesn't need to be mentioned. It's all there, done. I'm also taping on a chain link onto my cable here. So if I do snap a chain when I'm out, I can fix it and carry on. And also, I've not got one on here yet, which I'm going to fit one, a bottle cage, and it's actually got a multi-tool stashed away in here. If I flip this open, got a multi-tool in there, so don't have to keep that in my pocket. So obviously this sort of kit is really handy for like carrying your kit on the bike and not having to take stuff with you. There's plenty of other things to do as well. So you can get these straps, like Raceface make them and a few other brands, for carrying inner tube and CO2 cartridges on the bike. Now, you mount these down by the bottom bracket shell or even under the saddle rails. Again, it's on your bike, you don't have to worry about this stuff. And there's also some cool companies like One Up who make like a tool that goes into your actual head tube of your bike. So in a similar way to this toe peak one that goes into the end of the bars, same principle, straight into your steerer tube. Brilliant way of doing things.
Hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges, hacks and bodges. Right.
Well done.
Okay, go on, Neil, you start us off.
Right, first one comes from Henry Rigdon. When he fitted his new stem, he realised he didn't have enough spacers, so when he went for a ride, his headset came loose, so he used his old stem as one big spacer.
That is horrible.
Is this a hack or a bodge?
It's
a bodge.
Henry, we don't have to tell you that's a god-awful bodge, surely.
I gave that one to Neil on purpose, so I knew it'd freak him out.
Surely
Imagine having the handlebars
You didn't, did you? You didn't really.
Can you imagine going riding? The stem would keep...
He's pulling our legs, surely.
Yeah, he's
I
pulling
don't think that actually happened. Right, I've got one here from Rory Geldard. Talking about our tech this week. Clever ways to...
Very much like, that's a toe peak multi-tool.
Yes.
And I've got a toe peak bottle cage that does that job for you.
No,
But he's made that one himself, just bolted it on, used a little bit of an inner tube to make the pouch.
I can tell he's made that one himself.
Got a multi-tool to take out on your ride with your bottle. Pretty good, eh?
I think that's a hack, man.
Okay, right, into the safe hands of Alex.
Wow.
Right there.
I've got one. This guy's from Isaac Yani from Israel. I think that's how you say his name.
Maybe.
But he said his legs kept falling off, so I'm thinking
Legs kept falling off?
Yeah, his feet kept slipping
Bad
off the
news.
pedals. So he drilled and tapped and screwed in some nuts and bolts like this for extra grip.
You know what? That is damn ugly, but it works.
Yes.
True.
That works. And at the end of the day, how good do your pedals really need to look when
You're
put
under your feet on. Yeah, exactly.
I actually like them to look pretty good myself. But, you know.
Jury's out on that one. Let us know in the comments down below, is that a hack? Or is it a bodge?
Dude, if my 9 inches are on your pedal, I ain't wearing it. Oh, look, we've only been joined by Doddy. He's made it over from the workshop, and you bought some new merch.
Let's warm up there, you've got to have a cold drink.
So these are GMBN coolers. $5.99 sterling a pack.
Bargain.
Wow.
Available worldwide, of course.
This is the best tech you've brought in.
Yeah, it actually is, yeah.
Wow.
Right, now you're here, Doddy. Let's get going with the caption contest from last week. So what were our options?
Oh, Michael Loftus says, GMBN New Boy Band launch picture.
Ooh.
We do look like a bit of a boy
It's a
band.
bit boy
A
band,
really
isn't it?
crap boy
A
band.
really crap boy band.
Boy bands have fun though.
Giles House says, when your mate takes a picture of you leaving the pub after the day testing your GMBN shirts. You know what, right? That's half true, because look at this shot from Doddy and Blake's Instagram. They were out drinking in them tops.
We were.
So that's actually quite accurate.
We love our tops.
Yes, yes.
Dinesh Gregory Nanu says 3.5 men. Sorry, Martin, couldn't help himself.
Cheeky.
That is harsh.
I think that's the winner. I think that's the winner. Dinesh Gregory Nanud, you are the winner. 3.5 men.
Brilliant.
I'm actually taller than that. Okay, let's take a look at this week's picture. You've got to give us a caption for this. Oh my goodness.
That's an awful picture.
Yes, they're always awful pictures. Yeah, let us know what you think of that one. Caption down below, and you might be able to win yourself. Get it, Blake, get it. A pong pack like this one here.
Okay, now it's time for viewer edits. Lights, please.
Oh, yeah, now Neil's got a great one to start.
Yeah, this one is from a place I know really well, actually. Phil Miles sent this in from a place called Pure Mountains. This is in Spain, in Sierra Nevada. I've ridden there loads of times.
Yes.
He said he didn't get anywhere near my KOM.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Of course.
Oh, look at that.
Bit of street
riding.
It's up in the Apoyaras with sort of white villages, some amazing sort of high trails.
Loads of camera angles.
Yeah, I like the camera angles.
What in?
Look at this trail.
Look at that.
That trail's called xylophone. So when you ride over those rocks, you're like,
yeah, right. Wow. Look at this ledge next to it. Oh my god, I bet that's terrifying.
I've ridden this part of the trail. I came around the corner and there was one of those, what do you call them, ibex.
What's an ibex?
So little
ibex. It's like a goat that can climb rocks. There was a trials brand named after it, actually. That is a great edit. Now, on my next one up, I have found a star. This is an amazing edit. It's Joe Urquhart riding. He's got some serious trial skills. Yeah. I mean, I think this kid's going to be a bit of a genius in the years to come.
It's from Aberdeen. He's got a Scottish pedigree.
He's got the Scottish pedigree, yeah.
Great drops. Look at this.
Look, he's definitely got the pop.
Really nice. It's a great video, and it came in from Adam Maguire and Joe Urquhart. It's a great edit, and I think, Star is Born.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so viewer edits, the links are in the description down below. Make sure you go and check them out when this video is finished, and see some great films.
I'm just keep watching this one.
It's cool, isn't it? It's got some serious stuff going on. Next, I want to ask you guys about the best places you've ever ridden in the world, the iconic spots. So just quickly, Neil, where's the best place you've ever ridden?
Aosta Valley, maybe?
Aosta Valley. Doddy?
Moab.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Classic.
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz. Right, if you've ridden in one of these iconic places and you've managed to capture it on film, POV, or just a great little bit of edit about your riding in the best place in the world, send it to us at dirtshed@gmbn.com, and we're going to make a best places to ride video using your footage. You could be starring in a video on GMBN. Send them in to dirtshed@gmbn.com. I can tell you guys are up for it today. Fails and Bails is dramatic. I want to put a viewer discretion warning on here because our first crash doesn't end well, obviously.
Sounds good already.
But there's damage. So, right, prepare yourself, guys. First bit here is a bit nasty. Now, watch closely.
Oh, it's Lachey.
It's coming in.
Oh, he's going fast.
He is going quick.
Going flat out.
Too fast?
And that's not nice ground to fall off on, is it?
Here we go. It's all gonna go wrong. Now, now watch this elbow. Watch this elbow. Okay, prepare yourself, people. It's like, I'm bleeding.
Oh my God.
Leaking
now,
a bit.
I'll tell you, it was bad. It was that bad.
That reminds me of my trip.
That is a lot of stitches, a lot of damage, and a lot of blood. Man, mountain biking is gnarly sometimes.
Everyone's got scars on their elbows.
Yeah, exactly that.
But you know what? It's all part of the game, and you could always just buy yourself some nice pads.
Oh, well,
that could help. So make sure you do that after you've looked at this. Run VT. Right, time for the bike fold. Got the squeaker ready. Who's got a super nice? Let's get in there. First bike up, Andrew Bell's Radon.
Ooh,
I've not seen that.
I haven't seen much of that.
good.
That's really
I
nice.
think that's a hot
That's
super.
super nice. Yeah.
Hot
Black and gold's always good. Diamondback.
Andrew Hadfield in Australia.
What? Nice. In Oz, eh?
That's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's nearly super nice. I liked it. Catherine
nice.
Catherine Tucker's bike is in a beautiful green. I do love those.
Do you know what?
It's a lovely looking bike. Look at all the purple bits and the yellow and the green.
Look, yeah.
I'm hitting a hard super nice.
Yeah. Oh,
Charles
Caliber, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great value those, huh?
Yeah.
Trail
like
boss,
the shot.
like the wheel.
We've got a lovely right side shot of 3 o'clock pedals.
Yeah. Yes.
Get the squeaker.
Super
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Oh, look, he's bike.
We're talking about gravel riding and hipster stuff.
Now, you know what? That's
We've
really
got to
cool.
go bikepacking.
Salsa.
We have to.
That is David Lee's old school salsa, but he's also got 650B tubeless setup on it, so he's brought it up to date.
I love
Wow.
packing
Hit it, Blake. Hit it hard.
Super nice.
super, very super nice.
Ooh, Dwayne
look at
Lauder.
Old Nomad, yeah. With the Kenda small block 8 tyres.
That's British Columbia?
It's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice. I thought it was more than nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's really.
Oh.
It was an ibis there, speaking
It's a
of...
great
nice,
shot.
specialised.
Specialised, yeah.
Wide.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
that
Look at the
is
markings on the seat station.
Oh.
the
wow,
sort
okay,
of bike
that
I
is-
want to be seeing in the bike fold. Look at that setup, honestly.
lots of orange matched bits. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Lewis Craik and his young son there.
Doesn't have a trail dog, but he's got
trail baby.
Child.
Yeah, child in the back. Is there a name there? It's Owen. It's little Owen on the back of the bike there.
Wow, that's a super nice.
Owen, you're on a super nice.
Yes.
Oh, it's an e-bike.
Is this the first e-bike?
That's the first e-bike.
Uh-oh, look what just happened. E-bike in the bike vault.
E-bike.
What will it get?
Oh, I'm all for e-bikes.
Yeah, I am, but that's...
Yeah.
I can't.
Is that
Nice.
just a cool?
Nice.
We've got
Neil,
to be tough.
Oh, it's nice.
It's
nice.
It's nice.
Ooh.
Nearly got it.
It's like a cube.
Mike Larson's.
Denmark.
You think it's a cube? Yeah.
Orange and black. Red and black.
Yeah,
It's nice.
That's nice.
I actually think. Let's just take that shot in. It is really good. I think maybe. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And that's it, right.
Wicked
That's over
vibe
so soon.
Wicked
So good,
vibe
that
this
one.
week.
That one of the orange and the light.
Really like. What was? I loved them this week. Keep your bikes coming to Bike Vault. You know where to send them. We love seeing them, as you can probably tell. We're all geeks. And we want to give you a super nice. So let us do it by sending your bike in.
On the Global Mountain Bike Network, that's our channel.
Jimian.
This week, tomorrow is a pro bike check with Manon Carpenter. And then on Sunday, it's an epic ride at Fort William on the Red Route. Plus a bike check with a bike I rode, a gravel versus mountain bike race, Dolomiti Superbike.
Oh, nice. On Monday, we've got 6 mechanical know-hows, really useful videos, so make sure you see that.
And on Tuesday, mistakes that every mountain biker has done.
That's a funny
Wednesday, we've got a double whammy. We've got how to ride steep chutes, and then we've also got how to film your own edit.
Ooh.
I've heard that's a good one. Thursday, of course, is Ask GMBN, so get those questions coming in.
Yes, and of course on Friday, we'll be back in the shed.
Yes.
Thank you for watching this week. It's been a wicked show, actually. A really busy one. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know all your thoughts in the comment section down below.
Click on that logo just there to subscribe. If you haven't done it already, you must have done already.
Yeah.
And if you want to see another video, me doing the Mega Avalanche, click just down over here.
Over here for gravel versus mountain bike.
And there's only one thing left to do. Blake was there on it.
Oh, don't forget to give it a thumbs up like.